Hi, it's Matt, and it's my morning monologue nighttime edition because I didn't do one this morning. All right, so okay, here we go. A while ago, I had this thing removed from my forehead right here, and after the doctor removed it, she said, there were stitches in it and everything, and she showed me how to care for the wound and all, and then she told me at the end, she said, all right, just don't go on the subway. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, I won't go on the subway. And I said, well, but I'm curious, why shouldn't I go on the subway? Because I might bump it or something. It was a pretty big bandage, and I said, I might bump it, or is it like germs or something And she said, oh no, I don't want you to go on the subway because of the stairs. And I said, oh, okay. And she said, yeah, the stairs will raise your blood pressure, and that will affect the healing, and it could end up being a big scar. So you just don't want to raise your blood pressure. So so I said, well, actually, I'm an actor, so it doesn't, I don't know if that would really bother me. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I mean, I don't think that the stairs will bother me. And she's like, well, I think, it doesn't matter what you do, they'll affect you the same. I mean, your blood pressure will rise, and that will affect the healing of the wound. And I was like, well, I'm not a really self-conscious person. So I don't really care. You know what I mean? And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't really care if people stare at me. It was it doesn't bother me at all. And she's like, oh no. She's like, no, I'm not talking about people staring at you. I'm talking about going up and down stairs, the subway stairs. There's a lot of stairs, and that will raise your blood pressure. And I was like, oh, I thought you meant people staring at me. And she just stood there and stared at me. And I could feel my blood pressure rising. Oh man, classic Matt.